one thing that changes your guitar tone more than pedals, more than pickups, more than the guitar, and that's volume. This is the exact same setup I had in the last video where we were talking about, that amp is the instrument, and I did touch on volume a little bit, but here's an example. Exactly the same guitar, but different feel. Same line, different feel, right? That's obviously because the first line you heard, it was quiet, and then the second line you heard exactly the same line, same phrase in, but just with extra volume. He's just giving it a bit more punch. I think this is why people get frustrated at home. So they're chasing a sound that they've heard, like from whatever favourite guitarist they have, or something that they've heard on the radio, and they want to recreate that, but what they're missing is the response from like volume or lack of. At low volume, you kind of have to work harder to get something that you want. But, at higher volume, the amp pushes back and, we dig in, as we say. And it just feels like we get more out of it. And this is where, like, amp modelers come into their own, especially when you dial, like, a certain tone in. They're not crazy loud like tube amps, and you can really get that feel. It just resonates with you a little bit more. Like, it's easier, it gets you there a lot quicker. A lot of us aren't playing loud when we're at home, and that's the reality. But the goal is to understand how to control your levels and what you're listening out for. So for example, like when I'm playing rolled back on the guitar's volume knob, I'm listening for clarity and how everything is clean. We said about this in the last video. So I'm halfway back on my guitar's volume knob right now. It's very, very subtle. There's no push there, there's no bite. Now, when I have it all the way up, I'm now listening for that sustain and that bite. That's why volume changes everything. And once you feel this, chasing that tune becomes a lot easier. And don't forget, always end on a